Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 25th of January. So let's take a look at the risk events that are coming out today first. Let's do that and just click on today would be good. So we've seen the Australian inflation data out this morning, and it's come out at, I say this morning, very early this morning, 1.9 versus 1.6, 8.5. This has got to put pressure on the Reserve Bank of Australia to increase rates further. They've been quite against rate increases as much as they could be, and it's sort of had its value, really knocked the Aussie quite a bit. But I think this really does suggest that inflation's still growing there, and they need to do something more about it. Looking at doing more about it, we got the Bank of Canada this afternoon at 3 o'clock, so just watch out for the Bank of Canada. 3 o'clock for their interest rate decisions, overnight rates, etc. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's get on and have a look at these. Oh, I'm saying that, and let me just check for speakers. I'll just do it on another system here. We don't have any speaker. Oh, we do. We have a speaker at 4 o'clock this afternoon, but there's no other speakers I can see at the moment. Okay, just looking at UK PPI price inflation as well. That's dropped down further. So it's good and bad news for the pound in that respect. So let's go and have a look at these markets then. So the euro holding up steadily, up slightly yesterday on the previous day. Today, well, it looks like it wants to do something, but it's run back into some resistance into its weekly R1 at the moment. Coming down the time frames, there's the movement. It's just struggling around these highs again. So we had this previous consolidation that had been sitting there for about a week, and now we're pushing back up, and we're getting into a sort of a ranging sort of area. So holding on there is, I think, this best thing. Not making it the most tradable currency at this stage. Looking at elsewhere, then the pound struggling, still hanging in there again. It's one I sort of looked at this, and I was trading it against the Aussie dollar yesterday. It's given us a lower high on here. It does look soft this morning, and it looks like weekly wise we could see that S1 hit maybe. Solid current key reversal bar sitting at the moment. If I say key reversal bar, but bearish bar. It's hardly a reversal when it's been going sideways, but yeah, there's potential for yesterday's lows and more to be taken there, I believe. Dollar yen, those PPI figures wouldn't have helped the pound, by the way. Dollar yen then, dollar yen yesterday managed to get back into its route. Daily wise, it's still facing south and still looking pretty bearish. It's just ugly on the 4 hourlies, and it's gone very choppy and I say nasty, but not particularly great setup there for trading at the moment. If anything, it's erring on the upside here for the dollar, bearish side for the yen, but that's the way it's erring at the moment, and it could work its way back up there again. It seems to be wanting to push up. Okay, Aussie dollar now. Let's come down up the time frames first. You can see the shove it's had. I'd previously been looking to see if it would break down further, but it really is got the bit between its teeth there, and I think, I mean, looking at it today, it's going to be a struggle to get too much out of it, I think. Who knows, we might see a bit more continuation as we run through this session, but decent retrace might give it a better opportunity, but it's already outside its R2, so it's in sort of more difficult land there. Dollar CAD, well, dollar CAD, that's all I can say. Look, it's still sitting there consolidated. not looking particularly rosy whatsoever. I think today, looking at these markets so far, these majors, we may be looking at the cross pairs once again. There's just nothing here for me, possibly the pound on these pairs. So maybe at some stage, if we start getting a breakdown on the US dollar CAD, we could see the S2 sort of targeted there, but it really is struggling at this stage to do too much. I'll give you an example. I mean, yesterday, it was pound Aussie we took one of the stronger pairings against one of the weaker pairings yesterday, and this is what happened. It seems to follow through since I exited, but that was obviously on the news there. But this does look like a pair that might have some more downside in it. If we look at wave formation here, we sort of got this first wave here, bit of a weird old second wave, and then it's into its third wave. It could have some more gas in that one for you to look at. Shorter time note is going to be difficult because wrong one, because it's just literally being running off. It's down to its S2. Might struggle here. In fact, it might put in a bit more of a bounce, so we'll just wait and see on that one. But they're the sort of things you've got to be looking for when the markets are like this. There are opportunities there. It was a good opportunity yesterday. Right, let's get on and move to markets. Switch markets. Let's go and have a look at gold, if you don't mind. So gold yesterday, once again pushing up, continuing this sort of road to the upside. I don't think this will see anything different really. We get the opportunities on retracements at times, but it might be coming for another one now, consolidating a little bit when you look down the time frames here, so it may make it a bit more difficult, but certainly looking like it's got more upside. I was talking of upside, now we haven't got it so much, but oil has been pushing up, but obviously over the last few weeks. But it seems to be slowing up here now. Just looking at the daily bars here, you've got sort of more and more red bars appearing through here, and it's just looking just that bit uglier. Must take all my trend lines off there later. Note to self, in fact, if it breaks down the lows here, it's already looks like it's pretty much put a lower high in there. Yep. So it's put a lower high in, looking a little bit soft above the pivot. It would look better for me. While it's down here, just looking a bit softer at this moment. The indices, well, there's no point looking at the CSI 300. That's closed. The Nikkei running into resistance now. Solid day yesterday, but running into resistance through the Asian session here, through its session, I should say. Maybe it's got some more oomph in that. It certainly looks like it could push up some more. Nifty 50 on the other hand, let's just look at it on a daily basis, these markets. Nifty 50, it failed to hold on up there yesterday. Tried again, but just can't hold on. It's just looking one of the softer markets at the moment. Not far out. I mean, if you start seeing these lows here broken, that'll confirm another lower high, but it just looks soft to me at the moment. Not looking good. The S&Ps yesterday holding up, and things are holding up here, he says, and it's coming off more this morning than it had near enough all day yesterday, but pretty much matching yesterday's range, not far off of it. We might get a bit more. There's little to drive this market at the moment, and it's sort of getting a bit rangy. If you look at the 4-hourly here, got this sort of wedge pattern forming. We'll see how it develops. A bit up this, yeah, it's a bit ugly at the moment. Sorry, it's the Dow Jones I'm looking at there. Nasdaq pushing again, been pushing up, stalled this morning through the Asian session here. The futures just down a little bit. It's actually picking up. It did have a bigger shove down. It just dropped down the time frames there. It had that bigger shove down a short while ago. It's just starting to pick back up again, so maybe we've got more in that. And let's look at the DAX. DAX slowly it's going up there, but it really is quite ugly. I've just come down to the lower time frames here to see the price action here. Quite ugly. There are some sort of little trends occurring on the hourlies, but very bitty. There seems to be a range between 150.22 and these highs up here around about 151.56. So it does seem to be in a range. It's easier to pick on the short time than it is on the longer term at the moment, maybe. Good old FTSE. FTSE's picking up this morning. Just looking through there. The poor inflation data, but that was out quite a long time ago. Just looking at what's going on here. It's picking up this morning. I thought the poor inflation figure might have helped it as well, but it's quite ugly on the hourlies. Solid breakdown yesterday morning. Today, well, we'll see what happens here. Might be another shove up. It was quite a sell-off there. Anyway, looking a bit of iffy. That's my summary there. Right, that's pretty much it for me at the moment. I've morning in, not got a lot else there. We could have just a quick gander, as they say, at the crypto market for those kryptonites out there. Bitcoin. Let's just come up the time frames here. There we go. So consolidation continues pretty much. I thought this was the case for quite a few of them looking that way. Overall, just sort of rangy. Litecoin there. Let's go and have a look at Ripple. Trying to break up and continue and move in that right side. Chainlink. Same sort of price action. It's very similar across these markets. It's just the same price action in slightly different places. Ethereum looking a little bit more solid in a sense, but bit more rangy. But Ethereum is been in that previous highs there, obviously quite a few days ago. It may be trying to ground out a move to continue that, but generally sitting around highs overall. To me, that looks like it's got potential for further moves to the upside. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you a great day's trading, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.